rope and he cut the connection. He lost focus. But Abraham stayed on the path that God was giving him. And when he walked through, once they separated, the blessings continued to fall on Abraham. Had they stayed connected, and Lot would have walked far enough, the blessing would have got on him too.
All right.
But he disconnected himself before he could get the blessing. But check this out. Check this out. That does not violate the promise of God to Abraham. It didn't matter who left Abraham. The promise was to Abraham.
Yes.
Now he said, whoever stay with you though, I'm going to bless them too.
All right now.
But if they get off the path, so be it for them. I'm still going to bless you. But look what he told Abraham. Look what he told Abraham. He said, arise, go through the land of the living of it, and breathe bread of it. In other words, get up and look north, south, east, and west. And when you get up, take a deep breath. He says, then I want you to walk the land. And as far as you walk, I'm going to give it to you. Some of us ain't getting what we need because we stopped breathing.
All right.
Some of us ain't getting what we need because we stopped walking.
All right.
Some of us ain't getting what we need because we stopped seeing. He told them to get up, look out, breathe in, and walk it out.
All right.
That's what he told them. He says, look out, breathe in, and walk it out. We missing some steps, y'all. All we want to do is look and wonder. But we ain't walking it, and we ain't breathing it. But look at this. Look, y'all sit down. I'm coming back to you. Sit down. Genesis 14 chapter 14th verse. Listen. A fight broke out in the land of Sodom and Gomorrah. And the land, when they spilled out of the fight, it came by Lot's house. Look what 14 says. It says, and when Abraham heard that his brother had been taken captive, he armed and trained his servants, born in his own house, 318, and pursued them unto Dan. And he divided himself against them and his servants by night, and smote them, and pursued them unto Habah, which is on the left of Damascus. And he brought back all the goods, and also brought back again his brother Lot, and his goods, and the women also, and the people. So Abraham got news that there was a fight down in Sodom and Gomorrah. And even though Lot cut the cord, even though he didn't want to stay connected, the Bible says that he went out and he found Lot. You didn't disconnected, did you? You're supposed to be connected. He found Lot. He went down there. And he told Lot, I see you in trouble, but I'm going to fix you up. So Abraham went down there, found Lot, and he reconnected to Lot. So point number 3 is, when you need some help, you better ask for it.
I know that's right.
So he went back and he found Lot. He reconnected to Lot. And just like the promise went again, Lot realized that when he walked with Abraham, he was being blessed. So Abraham kept walking. As soon as he kept walking, this time Lot stayed with him. And just as the Lord promised, if you stay connected, whoever blesses Abraham, they're going to bless you. Right. So Lot kept walking. But look at this. He realized that this was the factor that was blessing him. You and I would think that the last time I disconnected from this fella, I got taken off in a war, I'm going to go with this dude everywhere he go. That's what I be thinking. I be thinking, God, you done deliver some of us from drugs and alcohol. Wherever you take us, we going to go. That's what I be thinking. You deliver me from sin. Wherever you take me, I'm going to go. He went down, and then they were in war, and he pulled them out. The Bible says we were in sin. Jesus went down, and he pulled us out. Check this out. He followed him long enough. Then there came time. Genesis. You read on. I'm not going to read it for the sake of time. There came a time when Lot no longer wanted to follow the direction that Abraham was taking him. He pulled it out and he cut the connection again. And he wandered, sit right there, into Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, listen, let me tell y'all a little bit about Sodom and Gomorrah. Sodom and Gomorrah was full of homosexuals. They were. Yeah. And then one day, two men knocked on Lot's door because the angel came by to visit Lot and told him to get out the land. Two angels knocked on his door, and the men of the town, the Bible said, gathered around Lot's door and said, give us those men that just went in there. Lot said, no. He said, I got two daughters. Take my daughters. Don't bother the men. They said, no, we want the men. So they wanted the men. But look at this. So God said, for that sin there, I'm getting ready to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. But look at this. When he got ready to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, Abraham was nowhere around. Lot was in Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot was partaking of the parties that they were having in Sodom and Gomorrah. But when God got ready to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, he did not talk to Lot. He spoke to Abraham because Lot had nothing to do with it. Sometimes you must understand that there is somebody who God has given charge over you. Yes, and even when you are in trouble, he don't give you wind of it. He gives it to the person to whom you're supposed to be connected to. So he went down into Sodom and Gomorrah. He said, I'm going to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. Abraham prayed. He got down and he said, if you can find one righteous person. Let's go to Genesis 18 and 16. And I'm ready to get out of here. And Abraham's faith was tested. And the men rose up from thence and looked towards Sodom, and Abraham went with them to bring them on the way. And so he goes all the way down. And the Bible says that when he got there, he found one righteous man. And that one righteous man in the whole town of Sodom and Gomorrah before God destroyed it with fire and brimstone was Lot. Now this time Abraham didn't physically go down to Sodom and Gomorrah. He just sent a word of prayer to Sodom and Gomorrah. He said, God, before you destroy the land of Sodom and Gomorrah, if I can find a couple righteous people, will you spare them? And God said, well, no, I will not spare them. I will spare the land. I will spare the people. So Abraham sent out his prayer to his brother Lot. And the Bible said that when they got there, so here's point number 4. When you reconnect this time, stay connected. When they got there and the prayer went down. And they pulled Lot up under this circumstance. He said, when you leave Sodom and Gomorrah, he said, tell your family, don't look back on what they're missing. See, as they look back, they'll be turned into a pillow of salt. Now, y'all got to go home and read the rest of the story, because the God that I serve is a mighty God. Yes. So he didn't look back. He said, I ain't going to look back because I know that the last time I disconnected from my uncle, things bad went to happen. So his wife couldn't help it though, because she was leaving some of her family folks down in Sodom and Gomorrah, and the Bible said that she looked back and she turned into a pillow of salt. The Bible says that Lot heard his wife cry, but he refused to look back. Yes. And he kept moving forward because he knew that his blessing was connected to his uncle Abraham. All right. You can sit down now. He says that I'm going to stay connected this time, and wherever Abraham goes, I'm going